I'm glad to have you join me on another episode of the Property First Show, your go-to show for real estate matters, brought to you by Babsomo Communications. My name is Layoli or Yatogun. We always have a blast with our social media followers at Property First Show. So if you're not a member of our social media community, what are you waiting for? Follow us at Property First on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. We enjoy the feedback and the inquiries we keep getting from you, so do keep them coming as we do our best to answer them all. We've had some really interesting episodes these past weeks, so if you've missed any of them, search for Property First on YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment. Do you have a property for sale, let, or lease, and you want millions of people to see it in and outside Nigeria? Or are you into a property-related business? Or you have a real estate event coming up and you want us to cover it? Call the number 090-2023-2719 or 081-8653-3938. You can also send an email to propertyfirst@babsomocommunications.com. The country's landscape today is littered with many abandoned building projects. This is giving industry stakeholders cause for concern. It has also been an issue on the front burner of national discourse. Our expert today will be highlighting the reason for this issue and proffering solutions. Come along as we inspect two newly built state-of-the-art masterpieces on our Property Showcase segment. Enjoy it. On today's episode, we bring you two attractive properties built for that person who places a high premium on privacy and comfort. Both properties are located in the Lekki-Ajah axis of Lagos. Our first property offering for today is a 4-bedroom detached duplex located in a quiet neighborhood in Osakpa, London area of Lekki, Lagos. On the ground floor of the building is a very spacious living room with a dining area and a visitor's toilet. There is also a fully furnished kitchen which boasts of appliances like a gas cooker with accompanying heat extractor, a washing machine, a microwave oven, and a marble-top work table. A back door in the kitchen leads you to the backyard where you have the boys' quarters. A marble-tiled staircase with stainless steel handrails leads you upstairs where you have a family lounge. Two of the bedrooms open into the family lounge, one of which is a very large master bedroom and its own built-in wardrobe. A bookshelf. It has its own balcony made with glass and stainless steel. The bathroom is fitted with a glass cubicle shower, bathtub, water heater, wash and basin. The other rooms have similar features and all the doors and frames are made of polished wood. This building is connected to public power supply. Water supply is provided with the installation of a borehole and water treatment plant. The building is well secured with the installation of an electric fence, CCTV cameras, and entrance into the building is through very strong steel gates. Other features include intercom facilities. It also has ample parking space with a carport provided. For documentation, the building has governor's consent. Price 75 million naira. Now let's move to Osakpa, London area of Lekki, where the next property is located. It is a 5-bedroom detached duplex with a boys' quarter. This property is a study in the effective use of space, thereby allowing for proper circulation of fresh air and also gives you a panoramic view of its vicinity. Salient features of this development include a very spacious living room. I like the fact that the living room is very spacious.
Yeah, very spacious.
Down the hallway from the living room is a guest room.
To the guest room? Yeah, downstairs. With its own toilet and wardrobe. Yeah.
Other facilities include an intercom system,
It's the intercom.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything is installed like it's actually furnished duplex.
Polished wood floors.
Wow.
Wooden floor.
Yeah,
It's different.
yeah, different. We actually choose this type. This is an imported material.
Okay.
Yeah, we choose to use this type to have a very good and unique standard.
Yeah, nice and different. A fully fitted modern kitchen with modern amenities like a gas cooker with a heat extractor.
Fitted kitchen. Exactly. Yeah, fitted kitchen with gas cooker, laundry, and every other thing a lady will want in a kitchen. Then this is the store.
Okay, the store.
Yeah, for the kitchen.
And then there's back door.
Yes, this door leads to the bank.
A very spacious master bedroom with a balcony that gives you a view of the neighborhood.
This is the master bedroom. A very big, very spacious, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And then you also have a balcony.
Yeah. This is the balcony.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So let's go to the other parts of the house.
Oh, I will show you the bedroom and the toilet for the master's bedroom.
Bathroom and the toilet, very important.
Yeah. This is the bedroom and the toilet.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Bathtub and shower, the regular thing we have in bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if you don't want to have your bathtub,
Yeah.
we have the shower for you.
Definitely.
Alright.
Yeah. So everything is fitted here.
3 other bedrooms, all en suite and fitted with built-in wardrobes.
This is the wardrobe. The wardrobe, everything fitted, spacious wardrobe.
Okay.
Yeah. All these materials are imported materials.
Imported materials.
Yeah.
Okay, high quality materials.
Yeah, quality materials.
The madam's bedroom, which is beside the master bedroom.
Very spacious.
Bathroom and toilet.
Yeah. Everything fitted, installed.
And then you have one more upstairs, right?
Yes.
Let's
This is the
wardrobe.
wardrobe. That's fitted wardrobe. Yeah.
5 upstairs.
Yeah.
We have 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more rooms upstairs, yes. Yeah. It also has its own wardrobe. Yeah. And the bedroom and toilet. Yeah. So everything is fitted and installed.
And finally, so we have 4 rooms upstairs and then 1 room downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then this is another room.
Okay.
Yeah, with stone wardrobe, fitted wardrobe, and the toilet.
Water supply is readily available with the provision of a borehole. Power supply is constant and mostly from public source. Potential buyer will be really concerned about the security, the power supply, and also the water in this area.
There is a borehole installed here,
Okay.
so the water supply is constant here.
Okay.
The power supply in this environment is constant.
Okay.
Yes.
And for the security conscious buyers, the neighborhood is very secure and cannot be easily accessed by unauthorized persons. What about the security?
The security. This is an estate.
Okay.
So before accessing this estate, you need to know any resident living in here.
Okay.
So the estate is a very secured estate.
Estate,
So
okay.
no how person just come in, no stranger just come in anyhow.
And for documentation, the building has governor's consent. What about the documentation? I know that's very important.
Yeah, for here it has a governor consent. So the governor consent is a more important aspect when it comes to documentation, the title of a house. So once it has a governor consent, then you have no problem with the documentation.
The Circle Mall, where you can go for your shopping, can easily be accessed from this neighborhood. What are the major landmarks around this area?
We have the ShopRite and the Circle Mall around. You can locate here. and there are 2 estate gates in here. So you access these via the first estate gate.
Okay, time for the big question. How much is this house going for?
So because of the material and the fitted in the door and the lighting and the environment, it costs just 100 M asking. Then the net price for here is 95 M net.
Okay.
Yeah. But we see a very good client ready to drop. He could discuss with the owner.
Okay.
Maybe.
So it's still very negotiable. That's what you mean.
That is based on meeting the owner.
Okay.
But the actual price given to us to sell this place is 95 M net.
Right. Thank you very much, Daniel.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking us around the property.
Wow, great properties, even greater deals. So start calling the numbers on your screen and let's seal the deal. It's time for Real Estate Digest, but we'll go on a commercial break right now. We'll be right back.
Real Estate Digest brought to you by Nightstone Properties.
Building collapses in Aba, Abia State, leaves mother of 5 dead. Nigeria Railway Corporation workers urged federal government to properly fund Federal Housing Authority. Jigawa State government constructs 90 houses to ease suffering of teachers posted to remote villages to teach across the state.
Last week, Alpha Mid Facilities and Management Services Limited, a foremost facility management company in Nigeria, held an official pre-event press briefing on the 2018 Nigerian Facilities Management Roundtable, scheduled to hold on the 16th of May 2018. The press briefing, which took place at their company's head office in Ikoyi, Lagos, had in attendance top management staff of the Alpha Mid Group and a cross-section of journalists and media practitioners. According to the group managing director of Alpha Mid, Mr. Femi Akintunde, this year's event, which is the 7th in the series since they began sole sponsoring and organizing the event, is to commemorate this year's World Facilities Management Day. The choice of the date of May 16, according to the GMD, was announced by Global FM.
The Global FM is a body that has all the various professional bodies all over the world, from British Institute of Facilities Management to IFMA International in Houston, to IFMA Japan, to IFMA in Australia, to MEFMA in Middle East and South Africa. Everybody under that global body, they came together a few years ago and said to raise the awareness into the practice of FM.
The theme for this year's event in Nigeria is enabling positive experiences in the post-recession real estate market.
We need to raise the awareness. We need to bring this to the notice of people that there's something you can do to improve your quality of living. And we use the FM Roundtable to invite people from the various sectors to come and listen and share views. Issues we'll be discussing, from infrastructure to real estate to residential to industrial to healthcare to office to retail, they impact our lives in a 360-degree form.
This 2018 Nigerian Facilities Management Roundtable will hold at Eco Hotel and Suite.
Now, for Nigeria, it's going to take place at the Eco Hotels, the convention center there, and we're expecting a number of very high-level speakers and influencers in the real estate and facilities management industry.
And will have in attendance eminent and distinguished personalities from the private and public sectors.
I'm pleased to let you know that just a few minutes ago, we were able to get the confirmation of the Acting Director General of the Infrastructure Concessionary Regulatory Agency, ICRC, that he will be personally present at this year's event. And he will be anchoring a session on PPP model as a sustainable way to improve infrastructure and real estate industry. Okpe George, the Director General, that's the first person, the acting DG is Mr. Chidi Izua. The second person here also is the Director General for PPP for Lagos State, Mr. Okpe George, who also has confirmed his attendance at this year's event. Then we have Barrister George Etomi. Barrister George Etomi is one of the top commercial lawyers that we have in this country, who has structured various PPP contracts, both on the side of government and on the side of the public sector, the private sector. Mr. George Etomi was one of the first speakers at our first roundtable meeting in 2012 at the Rising Blue, for those of you who were there. He is also a director of the Eco Distribution Center and a director of one or two other major infrastructure concession projects in Nigeria. He has also confirmed his attendance. We also have one of the topmost professors of facilities management at the University of Lagos, Professor Mrs. Omiri, who has also confirmed her attendance. Professor Omiri will be focusing more on building capacity for the FM industry, because there's nothing we can do if we do not have sufficient provision of quality people that are coming into the industry.
Mr. Femi Akintunde speaks further on the lineup of activities for the day.
The keynote address will be delivered by the head of the civil service, Mrs. Winifred Oyo-Ita. 2 technical sessions will take place. I will deliver one, and then the acting Director General of the Infrastructure Concessioning Regulatory Commission, ICRC, Engineer Chidi Izua, will be delivering the second paper, and we will have 2 panels to discuss each of these 2 papers. Chidi will be focusing more on PPP as a model for achieving the positive experience. I will be talking generally about the entire real estate and real estate value chain, the various segments of it, and what we as a nation need to begin to do to elevate the standard and to sustain it at a high level. I will talk about that generally. A panel will discuss my paper, and a panel will discuss the PPP as a way of achieving those objectives.
Real Estate Digest was brought to you by Nightstone Properties.
There is no gainsaying the fact that there is an urgent need to look inward and examine the critical factors militating against project completion. Today on the show, we have a seasoned expert who will be sharing with us reasons the country's landscape is littered with abandoned building projects, and also suggesting ways in which this phenomenon can be curbed. I have with me the MD of
Smart Bricks Impact Properties Limited, Solomon Duke. Hello, Solomon. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Good to have you on the show.
Same here.
It is common knowledge that the country is littered with structures that have been abandoned at different stages of construction. Why do you think this happens?
A lot of things, from the federal level to personnel, a lot of causes, and most of it are social causes. And in looking at this project very well, you see that one thing, they always look the same at different stages. But most importantly, it's the carefree attitude in even starting the project at all. Because before you start a project, you should have done your due diligence by doing the costing of this project. So after you've cost it, know what you would be using from start to finish of each project. So you knowing that already, it means you are ready for it. So for you to have started it at all, it means you have plan. So you should know what it will cost you on government level and even on the personal level now. You should know what it will take you to do your foundation, to your roofing level, and possibly finishing. And which personally, for an individual, you can vet it yourself. You can collect it after receiving the costing from your architect or your quantity surveyor. You take it to the market yourself to confirm, because whatever is giving you is valid within 3 to 6 months. So you can go verify and buy your materials and continue with your project.
You've talked about the problems of inadequate planning and poor cost management. Tell us about variation in the cost of materials.
One thing is constant, which is change. You know, we can give you a costing today and it changes tomorrow. But from giving you that plan, that framework that tells you the costing of everything from start to finish, there is a space for a change in price. There's a colon for it to prepare your mind towards any change that may occur, maybe by 10% to 30%. There's always a change, because at times you might or we might not finish that project within the speculated time, which is possibly 6 months. There might be an extension maybe to 8 months or to 7th month due to maybe delay in release of funds and all of that. So there will be change, which we know, no doubt, but it will be factoring into whatever roadmap or costing you'll be given at inception before starting the project.
You talked about corruption. Can you shed more light on corruption being a contributory factor?
Everyone on your project will want to siphon funds from you. They feel it's time to make money. They feel it's time to make money generally. From the government, parastatal, even from the personal contractors. So everybody, and even if your contractor is okay, the people working on the project also will just want to make money. Everybody. So there's a need to manage closely. For some individuals, they are not available due to work to be on the project, to always follow up on what is being done. You can employ a professional and pay that professional, because most times, even project owners, property owners, don't pay their supervisor or the person in charge of the project adequately. So they look for other means to make money, to cut corners. So those are the factors. But if it's well managed, they will get the best result.
People have pointed at inconsistency in government policies. How does this contribute to the problem?
Depending on the government per time, anything can happen. It can tilt to a good side or not very good side. Just like we have some changes in land use charge. So different changes, they come at different times. We just wish for better policies that can really affect housing, reduce the cost of rent, reduce whatever we spend on housing services, we hope for policies that will affect us positively, so that is all I can say on government policies for now.
How does society be affected by this? Isn't this a threat to the environment?
It is, because we really hope that we can have government impact, government input on housing generally. We know what they earn, we can't develop a building maybe owned by or the governor, or owned by the state, or owned by the federal government, and you're tagging it at a very high price. How can these people benefit? Because I believe your policy should look at how can the lowest person in this economy, in this government, benefit from all these things. There are housing development going on by private parastatal and even government parastatal. But when you compare, really, you see that it's not targeted at helping the common man. Even the government staff or the state staff can't afford to buy some of them. So how can we now benefit from these policies? So it's not working. So, but we hope it will work in the shortest time possible.
Finally, on your way forward, what needs to be done for this trend to be halted?
Not much, really. Not much. Government needs to look inward and come up with strategies, policies that really would affect the common man in reducing the cost of building, one, bringing infrastructures to aid building, and looking at means of encouraging the common man to do more through their agencies. In terms of whenever a private body is building, or the government parastatal now, a lot has to be done in terms of providing adequate knowledge in knowing, okay, this is what I'm going to do when building. You can do campaigns, you can do, and roll out packages that affect everyone on every level to build and complete it. Because in building and completing it, it's all about the availability of your finance at per time. And in doing this, if we don't have the enabling environment whereby you can build with a certain amount, get your materials affordable in an affordable way, or through an affordable means. The government can subsidize if to help achieve a certain goal. The government can roll out numbers of housing projects, that's at affordable price. When I say affordable, really affordable. Even if it's not that affordable because property, building materials are not affordable, the government can subsidize it. You don't need to start some project in the first place. So they just start it and leave it there and waste resources. You can leave it undone. It's better for you not to start it. If you know you won't be able to finish it, don't start it, because at times it becomes dilapidated. You cannot even refurbish it again. At times they just demolish and restart again. So these things are not necessary. If you can't finish it, don't start it. Yeah, waste resources are it's not necessary.
So much.
Thank you.
Giving us time to talk to you and explaining all of this to you. We appreciate it.
Thank
Hope that when we call you next time, you'll be willing to be on the show.
Yes, we will. I will.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
That's all on the show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you have a lot of questions on your mind, so for inquiries and advert placements, call the number 090-2023-2719 or 081-8653-3938. Let the conversation continue at Property First Show. Till we come your way next week with your weekly guide in the real estate market. Remember, with Property First Show, you're covered. I'm Laili Oyatogun. Take care